Good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to give you the basics of the refraction of light, which are very important for the students of 10 and 12, also to the class 8 students. So first of all, I am going to define what do we mean by refraction of light. It is defined as the phenomenon of bending of light ray when it travels from one medium to another medium. What are the, my dear student, what are the causes of refraction? As we know, with the change in the medium, speed of light changes. With change in speed of light, it changes its path, and that is why, due to change in the speed of light, it changes its path. As we know that in the denser medium, speed of light decreases, and in the rarer medium, optically rarer medium, speed of light increases with respect to the previous medium. So while light ray moves from rarer to denser, its speed decreases, and therefore it will bend towards the normal. And when the light is moving from denser medium to rarer medium, its speed will increase, and therefore it will move away from the normal. And there is mathematical proof of this bending away and towards, depending upon the speed as well as refractive index of the medium. Here, while light moves from rarer to denser, its ray bend towards the normal, and when light ray moves from denser to rarer medium, it bends or moves away from the normal. And this is shown here by the ray diagram. Here is the incident ray, and the medium, it is moving from rarer medium, optically rarer, to denser, so it is bending towards the normal. And here the second one is moving from denser to rarer, water to air. Here was air to glass. Here is water to air. Water is optically denser than air, so the light ray will move away from the normal. Here the symbols I is angle of incidence, R is angle of refraction, delta, here I have written delta, which is deviation, angle of deviation from the initial path, and theta is the angle of glancing. OP, PO is the incident ray, and OQ is the refracted ray. Angle between normal and the incident ray is defined as the angle of incidence, whereas angle between normal and refracted ray is the angle of refraction. Angle between refracted ray and initial path, that is known as angle of deviation, and angle made by incident ray with the medium separator or with the surface of the denser medium, it is termed as angle of glancing. Now after it, I am going to explain laws of refraction. What are the laws of refraction? My dear student, these are the basic things which at least you have to know to study in higher classes. So mind it. And it has, laws of refraction has 2 points. One, incident ray, refracted ray, and normal at the point of incidence all lies in the same plane. Same plane means, my dear student, in your room you can watch in which your floor of the room is XY plane. If you are looking at the corner of the room, there is a corner along upward direction, so one wall in front of you or back side of you, both are the same plane. So if experiment is performed, refraction experiment is performed in any plane, it will be in the same plane. Incident ray, refracted ray, all will be in the same plane. It will not go to the other plane. The second law is known as Snell's law. It is also termed as Snell's law. Snell's law of refraction. According to Snell's law, ratio of the sine angle of incidence and sine angle of refraction is a constant quantity, that is sine I by sine r is equal to constant. Further, this constant is given by ratio of the refractive indices of second medium and the first medium, that is mu2 by mu1, that will give a constant quantity that is equal to sine I by sine r. When mu1 is air, mu1 is equal to 1 for air, and mu2, then mu2 will be equal to mu for any medium. Then the Snell's law can be written as sine I by sine r is equal to mu2 by mu1 is equal to mu. Here is the ray diagram. Using that, we can write the sine I by sine r. I am going to explain refraction through a glass slab. It is very important for standard 10. Here is the glass slab. This rectangular thing in red is glass slab x, x1, y, y1. These are the glass slab. X, x1, y1, y is the glass slab, and this line is a normal drawn at any point O and O1. Incident ray PO is falling on O, and due to which refraction takes place, as the slab is made up of glass, so the medium is denser, outside is air, so it will bend towards the normal and it will come to Q. And in the same medium, in the glass medium, it will move on the straight path. After that, the light ray is moving out of the glass slab, and it is again refraction takes place, and after finally when it reaches to the same medium, that is in the air, it becomes parallel to the produced incident ray. Here main points are PO incident ray, OQ refracted ray, QR emergent ray, ON normal at the point of incidence on first phase, N1Q is the normal on the second phase, E is the angle of emergence, OS is equal to, here I have drawn perpendicular on incident ray from Q. Similarly, here I have drawn perpendicular on both the light ray, as both are parallel. So QS will be equal to AB, and this perpendicular distance between the incident ray produced and emergent ray, this is emergent ray, incident ray produced and emergent ray, the perpendicular distance between incident ray and emergent ray, incident ray produced and emergent ray is termed as lateral displacement or lateral deviation, and it is defined as the perpendicular distance of the emergent ray with the incident ray produced. It depends on this 4 factor. It will be more or less. It will not the same for all glass slab. If the thickness of the glass slab changes, the lateral displacement will change. Nature of material of glass. If the glass material of the glass is changed, having a refractive index, different refractive index, then the lateral displacement, value of lateral displacement will be different. Here is the angle of incidence also means for the lateral displacement, and color of light. If you change the color, if you are using white light, then it has all the color, so there will be average emergent ray, and then that will be the average lateral displacement. For red color it will be different, for violet color it will be different. Thank you. Wait for my next video.